So, what do you think is the most common hazard on a construction site? Seriously, what's the first thing that comes to mind? It's probably not some complex piece of machinery. Nope, it's gravity. Just plain old gravity. And today, we're going to break down exactly how to manage that risk. Let's dive into the essentials for preventing falling object hazards. Because honestly, they're one of the most constant dangers we face out there. And hey, real quick before we jump in, if you're getting value out of this explainer, do me a favor. Hit that like button, share it with your team, and of course, subscribe to the ISO Automation Labs. It really helps us out a ton. Okay, let's get to it. All right, let's start our virtual site tour where the risk is, well, the highest, up in those elevated workspaces. This is basically ground zero for falling objects, so paying attention to the details here is absolutely critical. So where are these hotspots? We're talking the obvious ones, right? Scaffolds, ladders, platforms. But it's also the simple stuff, like openings in floors and walls. And you can't forget unguarded roofs or the edges of excavations. These are all prime spots for a tool or some debris to take a dive. Each one needs its own safety game plan. Now, I love how this slide lays it all out, side by side. On one hand, you've got the risk. A weak scaffold gives way, or maybe a wrench slips through a gap between planks. The fix? It's not rocket science. It's just good engineered safety. That means using strong, well-designed structures, keeping those planks packed tight together, and, this is a big one, installing toe boards on every single exposed edge. A toe board is just a low barrier, but man, it can literally be the thing that stops a dropped hammer in its tracks. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit. We've talked about the structure, now let's talk about the worker, you. Because even with the safest setup, it all comes down to your personal habits and how you handle your gear. This is all about taking direct responsibility. And it really just boils down to these 3 simple steps. First, store it. Don't leave your tools just lying around waiting to be kicked off an edge. Put them in a toolbox. Second, secure it. Working up high, those small tools better be chained or tethered to your belt. A simple slip shouldn't turn your screwdriver into a missile. And finally, lower it. Never, and I mean never, just toss tools or materials down into a trench. Use a rope. It's that easy. And this right here, this quote is the foundation of it all. Notice the language. It doesn't say it's a good idea or you should consider. It says it shall be worn. Your PPE, your helmet, your gear, that's your last line of defense. It is completely non-negotiable. All right, next stop on our tour, material movement. This is everything from getting rid of trash and debris to handling the dirt coming out of an excavation. You know, this is an area where so many preventable accidents happen. I mean, look at this comparison. It's pretty black and white, right? On the prohibited side, throwing waste off a building. Just don't. It's forbidden. The right way to do it is with control. For all the small stuff, use a refuse chute. For the big, heavy items, use the proper lifting equipment. That's it. Those are your only options. This is a core safety rule, not a suggestion for tidiness. And here's a rule that could not be simpler or more important. When you dig a trench, that pile of dirt and rock has to be kept a safe distance from the edge. Piling it right on the lip is just asking for trouble. One wrong step, a little vibration, and that whole pile could come crashing down on whoever's working below. You know, all these points really tie into one big idea: proactive site maintenance. We've all heard it. A clean site is a safe site. The source material even suggests a pro-level move, bringing in cleaning crews after hours. Think about it. They can clear away tripping hazards and potential falling objects when there are fewer people around. It makes the site that much safer for everyone coming in the next morning. We're getting near the end of our tour, and we're stopping at what might be the most important part of the whole day, the daily routine. See, all these rules and systems are great, but they're useless if they're not checked and reinforced constantly. And that's where the daily inspection comes in. Think of this checklist as your secret weapon. Every single morning, a quick run-through of these 4 items can prevent a disaster. Are the scaffolds and platforms solid? Are the walkways clear of junk? Are the barricades up where they need to be? Are the ladders strong and tied off? Just asking these 4 questions at the start of every shift, man, that builds a powerful culture of safety. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with something to think about. Based on what we've talked about today, what is the one hazard you're going to consciously look for first thing when you get to the site tomorrow? Is it going to be that unsecured ladder, a missing toe board, an untethered tool? Just making that one conscious choice is the first step toward a safer day for everyone. Hey, if this explainer was helpful for you, please give it a like. share it with your crew, and make sure you're subscribed to the ISO Automation Labs channel. Stay safe out there.